The really interesting thing is about value is it really depends on the person. So there are problems, there are software problems that Level 12 could solve, but the way we would solve them doesn't have value to the person for various reasons. I'm thinking in particular, somebody who has a really complex problem, but there's no real return on investment. So we could theoretically spend a lot of time building software for them for a project that doesn't actually end up producing anything of value because, financially for them, it's a dead end. Now, that same situation, you might say it's an investor, and the investor has an idea, or the investor is funding an idea, and it actually does have value to them because it's one of, let's say, 20 ideas that they're funding, and their goal is to, hit the jackpot with one of them. They don't know which one, so they need to build the software regardless. So it's really interesting that the same scenario with a relatively same ending could have a lot of value to one person and would actually be a tremendous waste of money and time for the other. And so I think it's interesting to understand that value really is dependent on, at least in the context of building software, it's dependent on the person commissioning the software to be built. I think that goes back to our operating discipline of client empathy. In order to answer the value question, you have to be able to take time to understand where the client's really at. You have to be able to understand what do they really need. And really, this isn't limited to just client interactions. This is true for business partners here at Level 12. This is true for our employees. We have to understand what's valuable to them. It doesn't matter what I offer in terms of benefits if nobody needs it or if nobody wants it, if it's not really a benefit. And so value is very context dependent. It depends on who you're interacting with and what their current circumstances are.